Alright, welcome. My opponent for this game is going to be Gbelle, or Gbelle. At the time of this game, he was the 51st ranked gold player for the Allies. According to his history, he has been a platinum player in the past for both Axis and Allies powers. But currently, for this season, gold rank number 51. So with that, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright, Germany round number 1. So Russia went and did 4 infantry and 3 artilleries. That was his buy. Then he did the standard 9-12 attack of Ukraine and West Russia and lost 5 guys in West Russia. Had a pretty decent Ukraine though. And then he sent 1 fighter over here to Archangel, which is probably to either a KJF setup or he's just protecting the back end here. And he sent 1 fighter into the Caucasus, which is good because I can't really hit that. Sent a guy down here, standard play in Szechuan down here. I don't really know what his strategy is going to be, if it's KJF or KGF. I decided to slow play it. So my purchase was 11 infantry and 2 artillery, just to make use of... I was talking to one of my last opponents, Fatty. He was saying that he likes to utilize all 13 production spots whenever possible in Germany. So I was able to do that with 11 infantry and 2 artillery, just to get as many units for Germany as possible. And then what I'm going to do is I did some numbers, and I'm going to lightly attack Ukraine to try to kill it. I don't know how lightly I'm going to do it. My options are 5 infantry and a tank and 3 fighters, or 6 infantry and 3 fighters. The difference in those attacks are, with use of the tank, your odds to conquer go up to 86%. Without it, it's down at 77%. I definitely want to knock this out. And because he lost a lot in West Russia, I want to pressure him as soon as possible. But obviously, I don't want to get caught in the back end. So I think I'll do like what I used to do, and that's take Ukraine, then stack attack Trans, which will probably get him to try to kill my battleship, which is good, because that means he won't do C-Zone 37. But we'll see what happens. So, for the combat, man, 77, or... I'm going to use a tank. 86. I'll do 86. So we'll send 1 tank. All 3 of these fighters. And then we'll use 5 guys. Right? 5 guys. Let's see here. 5 guys. 1 tank and 3 fighters. Yeah, so we're going to do that. We will take 1 infantry and take Karelia. And then this is something I've been doing lately, is I send 1 sub over to C-Zone 10 and then everything else into C-Zone 7. And then I want to take Trans. So let me grab this artillery and this infantry and go. Let me take the battleship and go to 17, then take this, go to 17 and drop it there. And then anything else I want to do here. We're going to use this guy. So we're going to take some of these guys and stack Karelia. So what do I got in there? 6. So I've got... Okay, hold on. Let me do that. So I calculated it with... all 3 fighters. Let's do all 3 fighters. And then I had 5 infantry and a tank. So let's do that tank, those 2 infantry, those 2 infantry, and then 1 from here. And we'll send the other 2 up to Karelia, and we'll stack Karelia. We'll stack Karelia this turn. See how that works out. Because he should not be able to... He's got a 18%. So how many men can I get in there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? I can get 7, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. Change of plans. Alright, let's run it. This is always implausible, but not really. I should run the numbers and see how many times I actually win that. I don't know how many times I win that. Okay. Combat was pretty good. It was pretty amazing in Season 7 and pretty good, obviously. Like I said, I've won this battle a bunch of times. So, we're going to go ahead and fly these fighters to northwest. We are going to take these 3 guys and go there. These guys are going to go there. Our tank's going to go there. Our 2 tanks are going to go there. This tank's going to go there. And then this tank's going to jump them on the transport. I'm going to grab... If we should grab a guy from Germany. We'll grab a guy from Germany. We'll drop him in Karelia. We'll move this guy into Karelia. Alright, our 3 fighters will go to Northwestern. We'll move this guy forward. This tank will go to Poland. These 2 tanks will go to Poland. Our AA gun will move up there with this guy. We'll back out of Morocco. Move forward. And this fighter will have to go. And we can put it in Poland. These guys will actually go forward. And these guys will go forward. And our AA gun will go forward as well. This AA gun will move up. I don't know, it is kind of a risk, obviously. He's got a... well, I mean, it's a 15% battle for him to win this. 8% to conquer. If he uses all of his stuff here. So, if he decides to do that, I don't think that's going to turn out good for him. But we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. We're going to put 2 artilleries and 8 infantry into Germany and 3 infantry into Italy. And we'll see what he does. So that is it for Germany round number 1, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 1. Okay, Japan round number 1. So, United Kingdom, all they bought was 1 artillery and 2 infantry. And they put them in India. So he's obviously setting up to drop a fleet in round 2. So he's got 52 IPCs remaining. He's banking his money to drop a fleet either here in the Atlantic or here off the coast of India. Now with this stuff here, he could do either. The fact that he grabbed these guys and moved off to 41 and then moved his fleet over here to 33, that kind of tells me he's going to go standard KGF. But obviously it's going to depend on what America does. But there's nothing that says he can't feign these moves and then double back, especially if he drops a hefty fleet in 35 and then marries it up with this. So I got to be prepared to hit that. A couple of mistakes I usually make as Japan is, 1, I go for India when I should push for Russia. And 2, I neglect Australia and New Zealand, and I let these 3 IPCs just be owned by England every turn. And really, Japan should capture those and take the money away from England. So, my buy was kind of a hedge. I went and bought 2 artilleries, 2 transports, and a destroyer. And the reasoning behind that is this. After I transport what I can off of the island from Japan, I should probably say what he did. He killed my stuff in trans and killed my battleship with his English stuff. Lost his bomber. And backed out of Burma. So that was his. And then he moved his cruiser into Sea Zone 10, and I'm not sure why he did that. Because it's my understanding that this cruiser can't join the fight. Like, let's say this destroyer attacks with fighters and bombers, which he might do. This cruiser doesn't take place in the battle, I think. Maybe if somebody else knows, put that in the comments, but I think that's the case. I should probably test it out, but I won't see it when it happens. So we'll just have to see what happened. So I put a note for myself right here. I'm going to set up to try to hit Australia in round 3. Unless, of course, he doubles back and does a KJF and lands in India. But hopefully we can hammer Pearl and prevent that from happening. So we're going to do this. We're going to take this and this and this. And we're going to take the bomber. And we're going to take another fighter. And attack Pearl. And then we are going to go 4 and 2. We're going to go 6 guys there. And then we're going to take all this stuff here. And then let's see here. Alright, we can use these 2 fighters here. And we can use this fighter here. We'll land all 3 of the fighters in Kwangtung. Oh wait, and this fighter here can go here. Right, I think that's all we want to do. I'm not going to take Barry right now because he set this up so that he can attack with the 4 dudes and the plane. If he wants to move the 4 forward, then I can use a counter with my transports and stuff to eliminate all these guys. But right now, we're not going to take this. We're going to concentrate on pushing through China. So let me run this and see how it works. I have a feeling he's going to drop his fleet in India here and then do a KJF, but I'll have to see. Or he's going to try to drop maybe a couple of battleships or something. I don't know. Maybe a battleship. I don't think it's a good idea to save money as England, but I could be wrong. I just got to keep this note here, remember, in round 2. And I'll have the destroyer there, and I may leave this destroyer there as well. Alright. Should I... Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Alright, I think that's it. Let's run it. Alright, combat was really good. He did have his sub set to submerge, however. And so it's still there. Let's see. Ah, shit, I gotta move my aircraft carrier there now. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. That's my bomber. I should have killed that. I don't think... Oh, well. I had such a good... I guess I gotta move the carrier there now. Which really sucks. Oh, man. That does suck. We'll move this guy forward. So I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose the carrier now. I can't really do anything about it. So, we're going to land our 4 fighters. Wait a minute. We're going to put our carrier here, and 2 of the fighters will go here. Take our battleship, and go here, and then we'll have 2 of the fighters drop in there, and then we're going to go here, take an artillery, and a guy. Go here and drop them in Yunnan, and then we're going to take our tank and a guy. Go here and drop them in Kwangtung. Yeah, I messed up that. I needed to take that plane as a casualty. So I didn't have to force my aircraft carrier in there. That was a mistake. Alright. Do I want to move the other destroyer or the battleship? I got a battleship, 2 fighters. And a destroyer there. And he's got 1 plane, 2 planes. No, they can't even get there. Okay. Alright. Alright, destroyer. 2 transports. 2 artilleries. Alright. This is gonna suck. And this was probably a mistake too. Since if he's smart, he can double back, land here, kill that bomber. Oh well. Man, I'm screwing up a lot today. Alright, that's going to do it for Japan round 1, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 2. Alright, Germany round number 2. So, United States bought a navy and a handful of infantry and 1 artillery for Eastern United States. Put everything in C-Zone 11. Pretty committed to the KGF now. Moved a destroyer and a fighter over here to kill my submarine. And did that. And then backed out of Sichuan. Headed back towards Russia. Russia bought 8 infantry and an artillery. Put 4 in the Caucasus. 4 in Russia. And then he pushed forward. Took Ukraine. Took Gbelle. Gbelle was free. Ukraine wasn't. But he did push forward into that. So... I'm still okay on the back end here. I'm 2 turns. USA is 2 turns away from hitting anything here, but they're probably going to land in Africa next turn. So I am going to blitz Egypt. Ooh, maybe I should go down here. Then he can use those 2 guys in the fighter. That's a pretty good setup. And I'll go back there, take the 2 from Egypt, and then here's what we're going to do here. We're going to take 1 infantry, 1 tank, and 3 fighters. And we're going to attack Ukraine. And then we're going to take these 2 guys and 2 fighters and attack Gbelle. All I did was buy 10 infantry and 3 artilleries. All right. Alrighty. I think that's it. This is going to be the tough battle. I'm just hoping he doesn't get more than 2 hitbacks or 2 hitbacks. But I don't want to send any more, and I don't have anything more to go into Ukraine, which sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, strong. Okay. Alright, combat was good. We did lose an infantry taking back Ukraine, but nothing else. So for the non-com, we're going to move this guy here. We're going to move our 3 planes into Poland. Our 2 planes into Karelia. These 2 guys will move forward. Our anti-aircraft gun will move forward. Our 2 tanks will move up there. We're going to move 6 infantry. And then 2 into Poland. We're going to move 1 artillery and 1 into Poland. We're going to move these 3 guys from Italy back to Germany. And since he has no transports in range, we'll go ahead and move our 2. We'll pull out of the East Coast here, or the West Coast. Alright. Oh yeah, these guys are going to go to C-Zone 4. I just kind of want to leave them around. I'm going to have fighters in Finland, and I'm sorry, in Karelia, that can hit C-Zone 7 if he decides to drop a fleet. If I decide to go that route, which I probably won't. But you never know. My goal here is going to be to just to press with Japan. So we'll see what England does to try to combat that. Alright, we're going to throw 2 artillery into Karelia, 1 into Germany, 9 guys into Germany, and 1 guy into Italy. Now we're going to lose this tank for sure. But we're going to be pretty close to... Well, I don't know, because he's going to trade this. He'll probably try to trade that, I would think. So we may move. I may have to set up so where I can put some fighters in range of Archangel, and I might do an Archangel play. I might do an Archangel play in round 3. I don't know. Depends on what England does. Alright. Kind of a short turn for Germany, but we're going to have to press this fast because pretty soon USA is going to be landing on these shores here. So we got to get ready to do something here. And I'm guessing he's going to drop the guys in Egypt and stack Egypt, which he probably could do. And I won't really have a counter for it, especially when he lands here with America. But I am going to threaten India a little bit. So we'll see what he does. Anyway, that's it for round 2 for Germany, and I'll see you guys back for Japan, round number 2. Alright, Japan, round number 2. So England, he did like we thought he would. He spent his $52, dropped a fleet, bought an aircraft carrier, an extra cruiser, 2 transports, and 4 infantry. Mobilized some of it to England. Let's see here. I'm sorry, to India. And everything else in C-Zone 7. And then he did not attack anything. Oh, he took Egypt back via tank blitz. And then he set up here. So he's going to have a pretty good Africa defense. He's got a pretty decent India defense, but I'm going to push hard for Russia. So hopefully he'll either back out of here or he'll go forward. But we're going to be ready to hammer him, and we're going to set up to hit Australia next turn. So let's do this here. All we did with Japan was bought an industrial complex for Manchuria, 3 infantries and 2 artilleries to set up for next turn. So let's go and take that. We'll go... I don't want to waste a guy yet, so we're just going to go here with everything. And then I'm tempted to take Burma. But since he has no tanks, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just move this guy up to Yunnan. And I won't take Burma. Gotta watch out for this coming around the bend here, though. This one came from 41. I don't know where this one came from. Oh, over here. This is his Indian Ocean fleet fled this way, so we gotta watch this. Alright, I think that's all we're gonna do as far as taking territory. Alright. Alright, so this guy's moving up to Yunnan. And then this is how we're going to do this here. We're going to take these two guys over here. Pick up our 2 artilleries. And our 2 infantries. And we're going to go back here and drop them in Yunnan. We're going to take one of these transports. Pick up this stuff here. Go here and drop them in Yunnan. I'm going to take this transport, go to 51, pick up this guy and go to Philippines, drop them there. Our battleship, 2 destroyers. We'll go down to 40 around the Philippines. And then this battleship here will also go there. Our bomber will go to East Indies, and our fighter okay, let's take one of these fighters. Wait a minute, this guy's gonna go here. And let's put one of those fighters there, and then this fighter here can go to there. That way, if we do decide to push into Archangel, we can land Japanese fighters there next turn. And we should be able to hit Australia with the setup that we have here. Alright. Alrighty. Put the industrial complex in Manchuria. 3 artilleries and, I'm sorry, 3 infantry and 2 artilleries into mainland Japan. Alright, so that's now set up to hit Australia next turn. We'll see if these guys are going to marry up somewhere, or if he's going to push forward and advance. I think some of these guys are going to have to go to Persia, I would think, to deal with this. So, anyway, that's going to be Japan round number 2, and I will see you guys back for Germany round number 3. Alright, Germany round number 3. So, United States bought 2 transports, 6 infantry, and 2 artilleries, put everything in the east coast of America. He grabbed his guys from Hawaii and moved over to 55 with all of his fleet here, moved down to 55. He took Morocco with the stuff that was in C-Zone 10, I believe. I think it was in C-Zone 10. And he flew a fighter over here to Iceland, which is on its way to Russia. Russia just bought 8 infantry and an artillery, and then they moved forward again, just trading with me here, which is good for them. So, I was going to move into Archangel this turn, but I'm not going to move into Archangel this turn. I think I'm going to do it next turn. If I did it, he would have about a 16%, 17% chance to wipe me unless I killed this. So he'd have about a 25% chance to wipe this out. So I figured I'm in a decent spot, so I'm not going to advance my play yet, especially since I have this stack that's on its way to Moscow. So I decided to slow play it and just bought 13 infantry and an artillery. So we're going to go ahead and capture Egypt again. He's probably going to take France and Italy, I would think. So I'm going to need some stuff here to hammer him back. I'm going to move forward with this. And we'll take these. Let's see. We'll take one guy and a fighter. And we'll take one guy and a fighter. We'll take 3 guys and 3 fighters. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's take the artillery. 2 guys and 3 fighters. And let's kamikaze into here. Hoping that we just get a couple of hits, right? So, I'm going to get a surprise strike. He has no destroyer there, so I'm hoping that maybe I get a hit. Who knows? But in any case, these guys are going to die anyway because this stuff's coming. And so I just as soon try to get some hits when my sub has a 2 instead of a 1. Right? And then we'll just have to rely on Japan to try to move forward. We're going to take Australia this next turn. Half of it anyway. And then we'll work our way into taking Hawaii, maybe Alaska, threatening the East Coast and still dumping stuff here. So that's going to be the plan. We are going to slow play it a little bit. We'll probably send, I don't know, maybe 6 and 1 again. Or maybe we'll do it here to Poland. And then we'll put 10 more guys there. All right. All right, let me see what my map node is here. Okay, I already got that. All right. Alrighty, for the non-com, we're going to take our 4 guys and move them up to Karelia. All of our planes are going to Karelia. Let's see. Actually, let's send this one to Germany. What about this one here? Germany. Alright. We're going to send this guy up here. And then what do we got? We got 10 more. So let's send... Let's send 5 guys and the artillery. Into Poland. So then if he trades this, we'll at least have some hitting power back. Alright, I think that's going to do it. Alright, we put the artillery. And we'll put it here. And 9 infantry, and then we'll put 3 infantry there, and we'll put 1 in Karelia. Right? Okay. Alright. Alright. Not terrible. Let's look at the map here. 183, 167, not much of a lead. He's still making way too much money with Russia. I gotta get in there. And he's making way too much money with England too, so I got to cut into some of that. Hopefully we'll get a chance to. But anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 3. And I will see you guys back for Japan round number 3. Okay, Japan round number 3. So England bought 4 artilleries and 5 infantry. And he distributed some in England and some in India. And then he basically just took undefended territories. Took Egypt, took northwestern Europe, and then Norway. Moved his fleet into Sea Zone 6, and I'm sure the Americans are going to go in there as well. And moved his fleet that was here off the coast of South Africa up here to West Africa. He's going to eventually, I think he's going to squeeze me out of Africa. I don't think I can get in there, but that's okay. We're going to try to be aggressive with Japan. I bought 2 tanks and an artillery for Manchuria, and then 6 infantry for Japan. We're going to keep trying to send more infantry through to Russia. So for the combat, we're going to take Yakut. We're going to blitz there and take Sinkang. We're going to take Burma with 1 infantry. And then we're going to take 1 infantry, go here, take another infantry, go here, and drop them in Australia. Take 2 battleships and go here. That's kind of I could drop them here and just take this with the 1. And then move my bomber into position to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know what? That might be better. Why even risk? Why even risk them? So let's do this. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. And go here and here. Because it's not going to matter. If he decides to attack me with those 2, then so be it. Actually, let's do this then. Okay. Okay, so let's do this here. All right. Let's pick up this guy. Let's go to 47, pick up this guy, go to 46 and drop him here. That way we can grab, if he decides to attack and loses a guy, we can grab this guy and this guy. Or this guy and drop him into Australia. So that might be better. And also with the transport here, we can go here and threaten India. We're not going to do India, but we can act like we're going to. Let's see here. I can leave the aircraft carrier there. Okay, these 3 fighters are not really going anywhere. Alright, I think that's all we want to do. It's pretty short turn for Japan. Alright. Alright, we're going to take 1 destroyer and a battleship and move down there. Nothing else is in range. The other battleship will go there and the destroyer will go there. We're going to move this stuff up here. We're going to move this stuff up here. And our fighters will go here. And I think that's fine where it is. Alright, so that is going to do it for Japan round 3. And we just mobilize. We'll throw our 2 tanks and our artillery and 6 infantry. Oh, that was stupid. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright. I forgot to move the stuff from Japan over here. God, that was so stupid. Alright. That's going to do it for Japan, round number 3, and I'll see you guys back for Germany, round number 4. Alright, Germany, round number 4. So, America just bought 2 transports, 6 infantry, and 2 artilleries. Everything went over to the East Coast. He advanced in Morocco and Algeria. And he's coming hardcore KGF, right? Nothing in the Pacific. It's all about knocking Germany out quick. Russia just bought 8 more infantry and an artillery. And he's got it set up pretty good, so I can't stack Kazakh. And which is pretty good. So I cannot stack that. And I'm going to stack Archangel with Germany. I should be able to, no problem. So all I did was buy 11 infantry and 3 artillery. We're just going to try to keep kicking these guys out and try to press as hard as we can with Japan and get forward and get in there quick. So, but I am going to do something weird with Japan. I think I might stack Ivanki. I'm not sure. I don't know. So, we are going to go with 2 infantry and 3 fighters. Down there, we're going to go here with 12, 2, and 7. We're going to go here with 1 and 1. We are going to go here with 2. Actually, no, we will not. We're going to send 1 and the artillery and a fighter. Alright, let's not do 3 fighters. Oh, that's overkill. Let's do 2 fighters and let's do a fighter there. Let's do 2 fighters there. And 2 guys. And then we're doing no fighter there. That's okay. Actually, yeah, because we'll just move Italy guys back up to America, back up to Germany. We're going to drop 3 more in there. Maybe not. But probably. Because Karelia will be empty. Alright. Am I going to be able to take all those? Okay. I'm hoping. Let's try it. Strong, strong. Favorable in West Russia. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do it. Alright, combat was pretty good, which means I'm going to have a shitty round of combat with Japan, because he did not get a lot of hitbacks. Let's see, that's going back to Germany. Those are going back to Germany. Those 2 will go to Gbelle. And then this stuff will go to Gbelle. This will go to Archangel. These guys will go to Germany. And then Let's see. What am I? I'm going to put 10 more units in there. So I'll send 7. I'll send 7 into Poland. So we'll have 20 units in there. All right. All right, so our 3 artilleries go there. 7 infantry. Our 3 infantry. And 1. No, let's not do that. Let's put 7 there. Let's put 2 there. And 2 there. Make him earn it a little bit at least. I mean, this is nothing. He can easily take it. But basically, we just need to keep kicking the United States and England out of Germany until we get enough pressure into Russia to crush Russia. And in a minute, we're going to threaten USA. Because we're going to take Australia here, New Zealand, hop up to Hawaii. And then it's threatening all this stuff here. So I'm going to have to... I got to keep hammering over here more troops, and send them as far as I can, as fast as I can, into Russia. But that's going to do it for Germany round number 4, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 4. All right, Japan round number 4. So England bought 7 artilleries. So, I'm sorry, 7 infantry and 3 artilleries. He attacked Baltic and took it. He attacked Karelia and took it. And he attacked Burma and took it. I'm actually going to keep I'm just flooding as many troops as I can with Japan. This is going to be a problem. I should have left a couple guys in Yunnan, but I didn't. But it's not that big of a deal. I went ahead and just bought another transport, so now I'll have 4 fully loaded transports, 3 artilleries that are going to go in Japan, so I'll have 8 units there after this turn, and then 3 tanks for Manchuria. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that. We are going to use our tank to blitz that and go there. We're going to move 1 infantry up there. And then we are going to go here, pick up our infantry, go to 45, drop it there, move these 2 guys, attack them. Bomber, battleship. Alright. Let's see, what else? Do I want to use 1 guy here and make him trade? Yeah, why not? Why not? Alright. So let's see if this works. Probably going to lose Africa, which sucks, but it is what it is. Oops. Alright. Alright, combat was a success. So we're going to move all this stuff up here. Our fighters are going to Archangel. Our tanks are going there. Artillery's going there. We're going to go over here. We're going to grab 2 artilleries and 4 infantry. And go back here and drop everything in Yunnan. We're going to move our destroyer over here. our bomber will go here. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. I think that's good. Right? Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, our transport will go into 60. 3 tanks into Manchuria. 3 artilleries into Japan. Alright. Alright, we're up to 46 money. We are going to keep dumping troops into Asia. We're going to have to regroup a little bit with Germany, and we're going to lose Africa, which kind of sucks, but we're going to keep pressing as hard as we can and try to crack Russia if we can't. So anyway, that's going to be it for Japan round number 4, and I will see you guys back for Germany round number 5. All right, Germany round number 5. So America bought 2 transports, 8 infantry, 2 artilleries. He has a really nice, a decent shuck going right now. So England's got all this stuff. America's got this stuff, and he wiped out all my stuff in Africa. So he can take Italy's vulnerable, France is vulnerable like every turn. I need to stack this so that I can just stack the hell out of it. So I'm going to do that probably next turn. So what I'm going to do, I've got a pretty good Japan on my side. I'm going to take Hawaii this turn at a minimum. I don't think I have enough to take India yet, but it's close. I could stack Burma, but I probably won't. I probably will not. I'll probably just trade these back again and just keep sending troops until I get enough stuff in range. But it's going to be a couple turns. I do got to do something about this real quick here. All I did with Germany was buy 12 infantry and an artillery. And then I'm going to shift back over and take Karelia again. So we're going to do a couple things. So I'm going to send this artillery and this infantry and we'll send yeah. And then we'll send 1 fighter. And then we're going to go here and we're going to send 2 infantry and a fighter. And then we're going to go heavy into Karelia. Oh, I should take that. He's just going to take it back. But at least I'll get the money for a turn. That might not be a bad idea. And then in here. The only thing England can attack this with is fighter planes. So I don't know if I want to leave. I might just leave 3 German infantry there. Alright, and then we got to go here with 2 guys, 2 fighters. And then we'll go a fighter there and 2 infantry. Right? Yeah. Alright, I think this is good. Alright, combat started out pretty good until we got to Northwestern, and then 5 rounds of combat and I could not get a hit until the very end, and I got multiple hitbacks, so I could not recapture Northwestern, which kind of sucks. Our fighters will go back to France. I'm sorry, they'll go back to Germany. Yeah, let's put them all in Germany. And then these 6 guys. Let's put 4 there and 2 there. Right? And then we'll move our A gun. We'll move 1 more infantry. Let's see here. God, that's just fucking atrocious. Alright. We're not doing great. We're kind of just treading water with Germany. Put the artillery in Germany and 9 guys, and then 3 guys in Italy. Alright, so we have a decent stack of guys in Germany. He's going to follow up with, what has he got there? So 3 infantry and 3 artilleries. 1 guy in the tank. Let's see, he's got what, 2 transports there. 1 there and 1 there. So he's got 4 transports. So you can put 8 land units. And then the 6 land units. You can put 14 land units in France. Or more than that even. You can put 20. So he could probably stack France. With 20 fucking units. But then the follow-up won't be very, very big. Because all of his stuff will be here. Well, he'll have 4 transports, right? That's that. It's gonna be. This is not good. This is not looking good for me at all. I gotta knock Russia out of here, but I don't have enough stuff in range to do it. I just don't. I need to start having Japan start taking some stuff. So Anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 5. And I will see you guys back for Japan round number 5. Alright, Japan round number 5. So, United Kingdom bought 7 infantry and 4 artilleries. And he took Thailand, France, Baltic, and West Russia. He's doing a great job over here. This is going to get real ugly real soon for me. I'm going to take Hawaii this turn. Pretty much only to get him to at least put a couple of troops here in western United States. And he's making way too much money. He's making 43 with America and 44 with Britain. You cannot allow United Kingdom to make $44. That's just too much money. I got to do something. Africa is a no-go right now because I'm nowhere near it. But after I take New Zealand, I'll probably head over to Africa. But that's like in 2 or 3 turns. And I am going to start just pumping as many troops as I can. So I bought 4 infantry, 4 artilleries, and 3 tanks. Try to get as many land units in Asia as possible. So we are going to... First thing we're going to do is take Hawaii. Can this bomber reach? Oh, it can. Okay, that's a good idea. So we can do that and take... Alright, let's do 2 guys, I guess. And then we'll do 1 guy here. Because I don't want England to have the money for another turn. Alright, up here we're going to take 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 fighters. And then we're going to take 2 infantry and a fighter. Over there. And let's see. I think that's all we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to do. Alright, let's do it. Dude, that's hilarious. Alrighty, so combat was great. Really great. We took everything and didn't get any hitbacks here, so that's kind of nice. Really nice. We're going to move our destroyer and our battleship up here to protect the transport. We are going to take... let's see here. It's got a tank here. We're going to put 1 guy in Vologda. And then we'll move everybody else back to Sinkang. These guys are going forward as well. 3 tanks forward. This guy's going forward. Planes will go to Sinkang. Bomber will go to... what is that? Szechuan? And then we will take our transports here, and we will load 3 of them. Load all this stuff here. Okay. Alright. And then everything will go over there. And it'll all go back into Yunnan. Right? Right. I think so. Alright. Our 3 tanks go into Manchuria, and everything else goes into mainland Japan. All right. All right, so we're going to keep flooding as many troops as we can going towards Russia. That's going to do it for Japan round 5, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 6. All right, Germany round number 6. So, United States just bought 2 transports, 2 artilleries, and 9 infantry, and it's all going over here, except you put like 1 artillery and 3 infantry into western United States. And then he attacked Kazakh but failed to take it. Killed the infantry and lost the infantry. And then Russia just moved in. So then Russia bought 7 infantry and took Kazakh, and then they kind of pushed out a little bit. I don't have enough pressure on them yet, and I don't think I can hold Kazakh because I don't have enough numbers here yet. I will soon, I think. But right now I don't. So I just don't. And I gotta do something about these landings, because now he's starting to come in force, so I'm gonna have to kick these guys out. So I'm gonna have to pull back from Karelia, which I didn't want to do, but I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna try to keep Germany alive until I can continue to press. I really wish I had like an aircraft carrier and a couple of fighters or a bomber here. I would hit this. I have to decide in Japan's turn if I want to take Alaska, or if I want to go down and just take New Zealand. I don't know. I'll have to decide. I mean, Alaska's nice. He probably won't be able to take it back. But New Zealand's good too. Then I can head over to Africa. So I will have to see. But anyway, that's for Japan's turn. So for Germany, I just bought another fighter, 8 infantry, and an artillery. And I'm going to take back some of my territory. So I'm going to do 3 of those, 1 artillery. I'm going to go 2 fighters. I'm going to go 1 artillery. And 3 infantry. And 1 fighter. And then we are going to send 1 guy, 2 guys, and these 2 fighters to try to take West Russia. And then we're going to go here with those 12 guys and get our tanks back over here. Which really kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, I could hold this probably. I could hold this. And just go with like 10 guys and 2 artilleries here. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just go with 10 guys here. And the 2 artilleries. All right. I really want to take this too, just to, oh, man. But I'm going to save this German tank. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to save him. He can drive around Asia. All right, let's run this and see what happens. All right. My god, attacking air sucks. That's fucking terrible. God, it's fucking terrible. Now they're gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him though. See? Oh. Okay, that combat was brutal. Absolutely brutal. I lost multiple fighters, and he got hit backs, and I didn't even hit one hit in Northwestern. That is unbelievable. Oh my god. Alright, we're going to start moving some guys around. Wow. I'm not going to put anything there. Oh, yeah, I better. I'll run 3 tanks back. That was just a disastrous turn. That was an absolutely disastrous turn. Oh, wow. All right, well. Wow. That was rough. I probably should not have taken the fighter in France, but since I bought another one, I went ahead and took it anyway, because I'd much rather have the territory, have the income for a turn. Yeah, it's a trade-off. I lost 10 IPC to get 6, but it's probably not the best move, but I got to keep Germany alive, so I figured the best way to do it. I was hoping to knock this out too, but obviously that didn't work, so. He's doing a really good job in the Atlantic. And not doing anything here in the Pacific, obviously. Just enough, I think. So anyway, that is going to be the end of Germany round 6. And I will see you guys back for Japan round number 6. Alright, Japan round number 6. So United Kingdom bought a fighter, 4 artilleries, and 6 infantry. Took Burma, tried to take Ukraine, lost his land unit, so he retreated with a fighter, and retreated with a fighter in West Russia, and I didn't take any losses there. And then he mobilized 2 infantry and an artillery, or 2 artillery and infantry, I can't remember, into India, and then a fighter into Sea Zone 8. And then he stacked Finland, which is pretty good now. His shuck is going pretty good now. So, obviously I'm only one victory city away, but I can't do it. I can't take it. Because I don't have enough guys. I just don't think that's going to work. So I cannot do it. So I went ahead and bought, for Japan, I bought 5 infantry, 3 artillery, and 3 tanks. We're just going to reload and keep dropping stuff into Asia. So we're going to go and take 2 infantry here and our 2 fighters. We're going to bomb Russia. And we're going to go here and take New Zealand. And then we will take 1 guy and 3 fighters. Try to take Kazakh back. Alright, I think that's it. Okay, fighters go back to 61. Combat was pretty atrocious. Same thing that happened to him in West Russia happened to me. The 3 attacking fighters got no hits in 2 turns of combat. 2 rounds of combat. Pretty amazing. So we're just going to restock. Let's see, this stuff's going north. And then this stuff. Going there, and then our destroyer, our battleship going there. Alright, 3 tanks into Manchuria, 5 infantry, and 3 artilleries into mainland Japan. Alright, that's going to do it for Japan round number 6. And I will see you guys back for Germany in round number 7. Alright, round number 7 for Germany. So America bought 8 infantry, 3 artilleries, and a tank. Put 8 infantry and 3 artilleries in the eastern United States and the tank over here. Took France, took Northwestern, put AA guns in both. And then Russia just bought 6 infantry. So I'm going to buy another fighter. I'm going to get as many German fighters as I possibly can. So I bought a German fighter, 7 infantry, and an artillery. And I'm going to go... we are going to go 3 infantry. Well, let's do 4 infantry, 1 artillery, and a tank. And then we're going to do 4 infantry and a tank. Actually, no, we're not. So let me get off of this here. Let me do an artillery and 3 infantry and 1 tank. I'm going to substitute the tank for the fighters and hopefully take out the AA guns for nothing. And then we're going to use 2 guys and 4 fighters. Well, wait a minute. No, 2 fighters there. And then we'll do, let's see here. Let's do 2 infantry, 2 fighters there in West Russia. Try to take that. In fact, we'll do 3 infantry. Because we're going to land some fighters there. Alright. You gotta be kidding me, my tank doesn't hit. Alright, so combat was pretty good. We traded 18 IPC for 41. We are going to lose another tank. But nothing died pretty much in northwestern Europe. So that's going to be a little bit of a tougher take. So we're actually going to, since I got an AA gun there, I'm going to slide this AA gun over here. Slide this one back to Germany. We'll send these fighters back to Germany. Actually, we'll send one back to Germany. Send the other one to Karelia. These 2 fighters will go to Karelia. All this stuff is going to go up to Karelia. And then we're going to send 5 infantry. Let's see here. Let's send 4. 4 infantry to Ukraine. What can he attack this with? What's he got? Where's his transports? He's got 4 transports. Actually, that's not really a good thing. So let's take our fighters. Wait. Not this one. This fighter here. And send them both back to Germany. And then we're not going to send. We're going to send 2 guys. Right? And then this guy here. Where do we want to send him? Nowhere. We'll leave him there. He's got this going pretty good now, so this is going to start hammering me all the time. So I think he's done his job delaying my Japanese advance to the point where I don't know if I'll ever crack Russia now, which is obviously the idea behind stalling this as much as possible. But I'm still going to keep sending as many troops as I can towards Russia and see if I can't crack it. So, we're going to throw the fighter and the infantry and the artillery into Germany. We're still not making enough money with Germany. We need to be making way more money with Germany. How many artilleries does he have there? 3 and 3? 6? This might be done with a 1-2. He probably could take it with a 1-2. Which would be really good for him. I don't know, I'll have to see. Hopefully I get good dice on that. But in any case, that's going to do it for Germany round number 7, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round 7. Alright, Japan round 7. So, United Kingdom bought 4 infantry, 5 artilleries, mobilized 2 artilleries and an infantry to India, and then 3 artilleries and 3 infantry to United Kingdom. He took Baltic, took Northwestern. Oh no, he tried to take Northwestern and lost. Tried to take Karelia and lost. Really? Trying to take Karelia? Or is he just weakening it because he's got what? I don't know. Took Burma. West Russia. Took it. And took Ukraine. Alright. Pretty good turn for England. So with Japan, I just went ahead and bought 5 infantry, 4 artilleries, and a bomber. And we're just going to keep the pressure on by landing more stuff. So we're going to take 2 guys and 2 fighters to attack Burma. And then we're going to take 1 guy, 2 guys, and then 1 fighter, 1 fighter, 1 fighter. And then we're going to bomb Russia. And I think that's it. This can't take anything right now, so... yeah, alright. That's a pretty good round of combat. No casualties. That's pretty amazing. So our fighters are going to go back to 61. We're going to move... let's see here. These fighters... back there. We're going to move our bomber back there as well. We're going to move these guys up. We're going to move these guys up. We're going to move our tanks over. And then we're going to grab our artilleries and our infantries. Go here and drop them in Yunnan. And then we're going to grab this guy and go to 21 with our battleship and our destroyer. Let's see, is that it? -7. What's Russia's money? 23. Still has a lot of money. He's going to have to keep trading these. And pretty soon I'll have enough where I can stack and hold Kazakh. Obviously, if he fails to trade it, that's when I stack it. But he's going to have 2 chances. He'll have Russia chance and England chance. Probably England, because England's just funneling troops down here, which is good for him. I haven't been able to stop the flow. I really haven't been able to stop the flow, so... I think that's going to be it. Alright, we're going to mobilize a bomber. And an infantry. Well, if we do 2 infantry, just in case. And then we'll do... actually... we'll do 1 infantry and 1 artillery. And then we'll do 3 artilleries over there and 4 infantry. So I'll only have 7 guys to bring here instead of 8. But that's because if he decides to use his bomber to try to take out my bomber... let's see, if I put it here, 1, Yeah. Is he going to risk a USA bomber? I would do it. But he'd have to get 3 hits before I get a hit. And we'll see it. We'll see what he does. Alright, that's going to be it for Japan round number 7. And I will see you guys back for Germany round 8. Alright, Germany round 8. So, USA bought 3 artilleries, 8 infantry, and a bomber. And then took France and Northwestern. Tried to take Kazakh, killed all my stuff in it, but lost its tanks. We didn't take it, but that's okay because Russia just moved in. Russia bought 7 infantry, repaired 2 points of damage. And took Kazakh, took Evenki, and Novo with no units. Had an immaculate round. No hitbacks. He's just got too much stuff now. Economically, I mean, the United Kingdom's just making way too much fucking money. I'm not putting enough pressure on Russia. And now I gotta retreat. Out of Karelia. I can't stack West Russia. He has too much shit there. I can't move into Archangel. He has too much shit there. I can't stack Kazakh with Japan. He has too much shit there. And this is just flooding in here with no no end in sight. Seriously. So, let's see. All I did with Germany was buy 9 infantry and a fighter. And we're going to try to take some of this stuff back. So we're going to go here with 2 guys. And these 2 fighters. And then we're going to use 2 fighters. Actually, yeah, we'll use 2 fighters. 2 fighters. And 3 infantry. Try to take France. And then we're going to back off. And go into... What do I got there? 4 and 1. He's just coming too much stuff. All right. Oh man. All right. Let's take. Let's do 4 guys and an artillery and a fighter. Did I not do an artillery? Where the hell did that go? We went like that? Let's see what it is here. Oh, I got a tank there? Do I want the tank there? I don't want the tank there. Let's do it anyway. Alright, all the fighters go back to Germany. Combat was okay. He got hitbacks every single place except for the one place where I dumped all my shit. He got no hitbacks there. Everywhere else, he got massive hitbacks. And we can expect more of these territories to be taken by United Kingdom and USA. He's probably ready to stack France. Because he can use these guys. These guys. So, and France will not, I will not be able to take back France. I will not. So. But I just haven't done enough. Alright, that's going to be it for Germany round number 8. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 8. Alright, Japan round number 8. So United Kingdom bought 3 artilleries, 5 infantry, and a fighter. Put 2 artilleries and an infantry into India, and then an artillery and 4 infantry into United Kingdom. Mobilized the fighter to Sea Zone 8. And then for combat, he took Karelia, which we figured he would. He took Burma. And he tried to take Ukraine, but only with 1 infantry and a fighter, and lost his infantry and didn't take the territory. I don't know why he didn't just use 2 infantry there. I would have thought. And he took Gbelle because it was undefended. Which makes perfect sense. So. Alright. So I did some math. And I can stack Novo with this stuff here. And I'll be okay from his Russian stuff. So, my plan is I'm going to stack Novo. I'm going to take Burma. I thought about taking South Africa, but my only problem is I have only one infantry in this transport. So if I landed here in South Africa, he could use 2 fighters and a bomber and just kill the infantry, and then I can't expand anymore. Which is, I mean, that's a good defense. I could take Brazil, but then America's got 2 fighters and a bomber and an aircraft carrier to kill it all, and drop a transport down there and take it back. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to feign and go back here to 42 and see if I can't catch him slipping and not put anything in Western United States. Maybe I can snag Western United States for a turn or 2, which would be nice. So we're going to try that. I don't think it's going to work. But in the meantime, we can stack. And so all we did with Japan is we re-upped our 4 infantry, 4 artillery, and then we bought 2 more infantry for Manchuria and another bomber. So we have 3 bombers. We're going to hit Russia with both of our bombers. We're going to hit this with 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and our 3 fighters. Everything else is going in here. Praying for no double hitbacks. And then we're going to go 2 and 2 into Kazakh. He's going to trade it. Maybe not with Russia, but because he's got plenty of United Kingdom stuff here to push me out of there. And then we're going to take 2 infantry and our 2 fighters here. Try to take Burma back. Right? I think that's it. Alright, so let's get this done. All right, combat was pretty good. We did 8 IPC of damage to Russia, which is nice. So we are going to fly our bombers back to Szechuan. Fly our fighters to Szechuan. Right? Actually, you know what we can do? We can move these up here. And then fly our fighters. Let's see, that's only 2. He doesn't have that much air power. 1 fighter, 2 fighters. Put our bombers there. Put these fighters back. Move these up here. And let's take our bombers, put them here. And then we can take 3 of these and take our 3 artilleries and take 3 infantry, go back here and drop them in Yunnan. We'll take this transport, go up here, grab this artillery and this infantry, go back to 61, drop them in Yunnan, and then this guy will move to Anhui. Right? Right. And then we're going to do this here. We're going to go to 42. Back over there. I think that's all we want to do. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's take our fighters. Let's see here. I like them here. Yeah, I like him in there. I mean, what is he going to do? 1 plane? He's going to go 2 planes, maybe? That would be dumb. If he had bombers, he might do it, but I don't think he's going to do it. Alright, bomber. 2 artillery go in. I mean, 2 infantry go in. Manchuria, and then 4 infantry, 4 artillery into mainland Japan. Now, like I said, this should hold. Let's see here. 50-50 battle, I lose 8 infantry and 4 artillery. And he loses everything. If he strafes it, let's see what a strafe does. If he strafes me, he loses 12 infantry and I lose 6. That's the fair trade. I'll take that. I don't think he'll do that. I really don't think he'll do that. But I don't have enough stuff yet to kill Russia. At least not yet. I don't think. I haven't done the math. He's going to have to take this back. He'll take this back probably. I'll have to see. But anyway, that's going to be Japan round number 8. I will see you guys back for Germany round number 9. All right, Germany round number 9. So USA bought 8 infantry and 3 artilleries and a bomber. And he did pick up on this here and dropped a couple guys here. That's going to preclude me from taking this, obviously, because I only have 1 infantry in here. Not enough to take it. But I'm still going to harass USA if I can. And he took France with a couple of guys with no losses, and he stacked Northwestern pretty good. And he's got this, which is coming en route over here, probably to France. So I'm actually going to not do anything with France. I am going to do something with France. I'm going to try it. It might not work, but I'm going to try it. So I have to do something about this. I really do. Because he's doing this here. He's landing here. This is getting good. And he's landing here, which I got to do something. Kick him out of the back end here. So I am going to have to turtle a little bit with Germany, at least for a turn or two. All I did was buy 11 infantry. All Russia did was buy 1 artillery and 5 infantry, and he put 2 infantry in Karelia, and then everything else here in the Caucasus. I'll probably use my bombers to bomb the fuck out of the Caucasus this turn. I don't think. Let's see. Where are my bombers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get them into Germany. I might do that. Maybe I'll bomb the shit out of Karelia. But probably the Caucasus, because I can get this down to -8, and then he can only have this to build until further notice, and then just keep bombing the fuck out of Russia. So, what did I say? I went ahead and bought just 11 infantry, and I'm going to strafe this thing here and try to not kill it all. So I ran the math on it. I can get it down where in 2 rounds he's going to survive 72% of the time. Obviously, if I take it, that's going to be bad for me, but I want to kill it if I can. Hopefully he survives with not very much stuff left, because then we'll have a sizable stack in Germany. So unfortunately, I can't do anything with Ukraine this turn. I'm going to take one of these and one of these and hit Gbelle. I'm going to take these 2 points with that German tank. I'm going to take 2 infantry and 2 fighters at France, and then I'm going to hit Northwestern with everything else. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Wow. Yeah, that was a great result for him. I lost double what I was supposed to lose. He lost, what, 14? I don't know. Yeah, let's see. That result was... Oh, wow. That was a 1% result. Wow. That's pretty fucking good for him. Alright. But we took France, so I guess it's not all for naught. Our fighters are going back to Germany. Alright. This is what I did not want to happen, but oh well. I'll send that down there. I'm going to send 3 guys into Poland. And then everything else is going back to Germany. Oh man, that was rough. But I mean, at least I killed what, 13 guys, 12 guys. I lost 8 though. That's kind of rough. All right. No, I lost 14. That's the problem. I lost 14 guys. All right. But yeah, I should have way more than that. I should have more than 25 guys there. I should have, like, I was anticipating like about 33 maybe. All right. It's not terrifying, but it's not great. Obviously, he's going to take France again and stack it again, and I don't know if I can strafe it. I probably can, though. I can probably keep strafing, because what's my money? 31, so I can buy 10 more guys. Although he's going to take both of these again. So, I mean, Germany's... it's kind of rough for Germany, but this can hold. I've already done the math. It can hold from all of this. So I'm going to keep bombing the shit out of Russia and keep sending troops as far as I can into up against Russia. And in fact, I'm going to probably, let's see, he's got 4-1. He's going to have to start hitting me with England, which is fine. Because I'm going to just keep sending troops here with Japan. So anyway, that's the strategy right now. Not sure how it's going to play out, but we're going to try it. So that's it for Germany, round 9. I'll see you guys back for Japan, round number 9. All right, Japan, round number 9. So United Kingdom bought 9 infantry and 2 artilleries. Put 3 infantry into India. Put 6 infantry and 2 artilleries into United Kingdom. He took Gbelle heavy. And he took Burma. So I did the math on this right here. I can actually hold that if I move these 3 things and my fighters up here. I can actually hold that. So I'm going to do that. What do I have? Minus 13 there. And this is what? He's got plenty of things there. How much money does Russia have? 21. He's still got a lot of money. I kind of want to move semi-heavy in here so that Russia can't get this back. But he's got enough stuff here. But if I keep trading all of his U.S. stuff, I need to clear it out of here. So he's not landing any more stuff down here. And I can still drop... I'm dropping 8 guys there and 2 guys there for 10 into Asia every turn. So... I went ahead and bought 5 infantry, 3 artilleries, and 2 tanks and a transport. I'm going to take Alaska next turn just to fucking bother United States, just to kind of harass them and make them do something over here. Because right now he's got a lot of money, 48, he's making 42. I'm falling behind in the attack power by about 39, no. 79 and 37. 42, which is close to the kind of the sweet spot, which is 50. So I'm going to stack this. I'm going to go heavy here, medium here. I should just go heavy. And make him trade it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to bomb the shit out of the Caucasus. Make Russia spend some of its money buying stuff. And then we're going to take 2 infantry and our fighters and attack Burma. We're going to take our transport and go here and take the Panama Canal there. And then we're going to take, let's see, 2 and 2 and these 3 fighters. I need them here to hold. Right? Okay. I think that's all I want to do for the combat. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, for the non-com. This artillery is going to move down here. These two artilleries are going to move up. Our fighters are going to land... Oh wait, those are bombers. Bombers are going to Germany. Alrighty. Oh, this bomber can't get to Germany. So that bomber will go right here. Our 3 fighters will go right there. This stuff will move up. This guy will move forward. These guys will move up. Our fighters will go back to 61. These guys will move up. Our battleship and our destroyer will move up there. Alrighty, let's see here. What do we got? Oh yeah. 4 transports will go to 60. 4 artilleries. 4 infantry. We'll go back to 61 and drop them in Yunnan. Japan is doing okay. Germany is not doing okay. So... Alright, we put our transport in here. No, hold on. We're going to put 3 artilleries in Japan and 4 infantry in Japan and 1 tank. We're going to put another tank there. We're going to put an infantry there, and we're going to put a transport there. Alright, so that's it. We are set up. That is the end of Japan round 9. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 10. Alright, Germany round number 10. So America bought 10 infantry, 3 artilleries, and a tank because he's just making too much money. Took France. Killed my little guy in Central America with his 2 infantry and a bomber and killed him. And then liberated Kazakh for the Russians. The Russians didn't buy anything. I'm sorry, take that back. They bought 2 infantry for Karelia and didn't repair and didn't buy anything else. So they have 39 money. Probably to repair everything. Which isn't so bad. Germany's just on its last legs, but I need to figure out, I need to hard stack something. I really need to hard stack something. If I kill this, does England have enough to kill me? I don't know, I'll have to run the numbers. All what I was able to buy was 9 infantry and an artillery. And then we're going to do 2 infantry and 2 infantry. We're going to do 1 fighter and 1 fighter. And then we're going to do 4 fighters, 4 tanks, 3 artillery, 15 guys. And kick him out of there. And then we'll have 19 and 6. USA is probably going to take Italy, though. I kind of want to take France. But if I try to do that with France, he can hit Germany with his English stuff. This stuff here, 9 land units plus another 8 land units plus 4 fighters. I don't like that. I don't like those odds. So I have to do this and then go down here and do this. But I gotta try to do it. This game is probably 3 rounds from being over, one way or the other. Alright, let's run it. Oh, come on, dude. Fuck me. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so combat was kind of mixed. Attacking fighters, I've always said, are trash. So they failed to take... we didn't even kill the guy in Baltic, which is kind of hilarious. The guy killed 2 infantry, and the fighter had 2 rounds of combat and did not hit a single person. But we had a pretty good strafe on Northwestern. I retreated because I got 9 out of 11 hits. And so I thought that was pretty good. Now we can just regroup. We'll put another 9 guys in artillery in there. So we'll have 29, and then we can hit it again. If he decides to drop all this stuff in here, we can hit it pretty good. So we're going to try that. So we will put 9 infantry and an artillery in Germany. It would have been nice to take this, though. Our money is really running low. So we got 7 infantry, but we can... our problem is going to be our money now. It's just dwindling, because this stuff's going to go here now. And I think I'll be squeezed out. Japan cannot do... I might have to stack Kazakh and see if it works. I might just have to stack Kazakh with Japan and see if I can hold it. And if not, go down to India. Because I don't know how much longer Germany can last doing the same thing every turn. So anyway, that's going to be Germany round 10. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 10. Alright, Japan, round number 10. So, United Kingdom bought 2 artilleries and 9 infantry. Put 3 infantry in India and 2 artilleries and 6 infantry in United Kingdom. France is going to get unbelievably... I don't think I'm going to be able to ever get it back now. I don't think. I do not think. But I ran some numbers here, and I should be able to survive if I move my stack into Vologda. Maybe I can do an end around over here. While still dumping shit into Asia. I gotta try it. So we are going to do, let's see. We're going to take this stuff here. And we'll take our bombers. Actually, we'll take 1 bomber. We'll bomb this. We'll take 1 artillery and 1 infantry and our 3 fighters. And then we will stack. We will stack Vologda. He's going to be able to repair, so he didn't buy anything last turn. He's got 39 money now, so he's going to be able to repair all this, have 26 left, and put 8 more guys in Russia. Then we'll have to start bombing him again. Oh yeah, and then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and our 2 fighters. And we're going to try to take Burma back. And then the other thing we are going to do is we're probably going to land one of these fighters in Szechuan, because we bought an extra fighter. So I just bought a tank, 5 infantry, 4 artilleries, and a fighter. We're going to have to do something. I think India is definitely crackable, but Germany's just on its last leg, so this is going to get ugly and uglier and uglier. I got to see if I can get fighters. If I can hold Vologda for a turn, I think I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get all my. It's going to take me 2 turns. Next turn, all my fighters will go to Vologda, and then next turn they'll all go to Germany. Man, that's taking a big risk, but it is what it is. So let's run this. Alright, combat was alright. So we took everything. All of Russia's production facilities are a minus. Oh man. But he doesn't have to keep healing them. We're going to take our bomber and fly it down to Szechuan. We'll take our other bomber to Szechuan and our other bomber to Szechuan. Let's see. All right, these fighters are going, one of them's going to Szechuan, and one is going to back to 61. Our 2 infantry are moving down to Szechuan. Tank is going down to Szechuan as well. This guy will move up that way. And then we'll grab this. We'll take the tank, the 3 artilleries, the 4 guys, go back to 61, drop them in Yunnan. We'll drop 1 more artillery down there. Right? Actually, you know what we can do? Well, we put the tank in there, didn't we? Yeah, let's take one of these fighters. We'll land 1 there. And 1 there. And then these fighters here, can they get all the way to Yunnan? They can. We'll put them here anyway. All right. Oh yeah, and then this, I want to move this here. This is really under no big deal, but I can grab these with the transport and land here and bombard. And I could take a shot at maybe like a 15% chance to take America if he doesn't put anything else in there. Maybe I can get one of my bombers in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can't. I don't think I can anyway. All right. All right, I think that's going to be it. All right, so we're going to mobilize our fighter, our tank, and 1 infantry into Manchuria, and then 4 infantry, 4 artilleries into mainland Japan. All right. I'll have to run the math on this. I don't think I have odds on it yet. But I do have a number of fighters and a number of bombers in range of Italy. So let me do the math. Let me do the math on this. All right, anyway, I'll do the math on it, and I'll let you guys know what it looks like when I come back for Germany round 11. That'll be the end of Japan round 10, and I'll see you back for Germany round 11. All right, Germany round 11. Germany's on its last legs. Japan is doing okay. But again, I think I can take, well, United Kingdom's going to take Burma back. I might be able to stack it, though. Maybe not, though, because of I don't have... Unless he fails to take it, which would be fantastic. But I don't think he's gonna. So, he bombed the shit out of Berlin, so I didn't even repair it. Because I only have $21. So I just bought 2 fighters. And then we're going to go and try to take everything back on a 1. We're going to take 2 fighters, 2 fighters, 1 fighter, 1 fighter. Let's see, if I go down to what, 23 guys and 8 fighters, maybe let's use 1 more guy in Italy. And that's it. All right. All right. Combat was okay, except we didn't take Poland back. Because it just took us too long to hit with the fighters. Attacking fighters are dog shit. They always prove to be dog shit. And so it did not work. So we're going to mobilize our 2 fighters into Germany. It's a very short turn for Germany. It's going to be up to Japan to try to save Germany's ass. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep Germany alive long enough to do it. because he's got a whole bunch more troops coming. So he's probably going to take Germany in round 13. So this will be round 11, this will be round 12, and I won't be able to go to 13. But maybe I can march him in there and try to take it back. But we will see. Alright, that's going to do it for Germany round 11. I'll see you guys back for Japan round 11. Alright, Japan round 11. So Germany is on its last legs. It's probably going to die. He probably has enough to take it right now. But my 8 fighters may be saving me. And USA's got 51 money, and so he's probably going to drop a fleet off the fucking coast of America again. So I'm going to set up to take India in round 12 and try to take Alaska also in round 12. United Kingdom bought 4 artilleries and 7 infantry. Put an artillery and 2 infantry in India and 5 infantry and 3 artilleries in the UK. I actually ran the math on, let's see, what did he do here? Took Bulgaria. He's just surrounding me now. I don't know if I can trade all those back. It'll just kill my Germany because my German money is nothing. What? 22 German money, but he bombed the shit out of it. So, and he's just going to bomb it again. So it's probably going to be a lot lower. Wait, did he try to bomb it? No, he didn't even try to bomb it. Okay. Yeah. I did the math on India for this turn, and it's like 26%. But I think I can make it like 100% next turn. So I'm going to do that. But it's going to suck if I lose Germany. This stuff here is going to try to push into, I'm going to try to push into Europe. God, it kind of sucks. Alright. And we're going to push here again, too. Why not? So, first thing we're going to do is stack Burma. We're going to take 1 tank and hit this guy with our 3 bombers. We're going to push everything. Actually, yeah, we'll push everything into here. And we're going to push into there, right? Actually, do I really want to kill this guy? I kind of do. Alright, let's not use the tank, though. Let's just use 1 infantry. And that way the tank can go here. Down to Burma. Alright, I think that's all I want to do. Alright. An immaculate round of combat. We didn't lose anybody, which is pretty amazing. So we'll take our 3 fighters there and this fighter there. We'll take our bombers down here. We'll take our tank. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to take 1 transport and go down here. And then we'll take our... Wait a minute here. Okay, this one can go there. So we'll take that fighter and go there. Aircraft carriers goes there, and this fighter goes there. Right? We'll take 1 destroyer and go here as well. So we'll have a battleship and a destroyer. I don't think he has any bombers. I don't think he has anything that can reach this. Nope. I'm looking. I don't see any. I don't see anything that can reach 61. So I'm thinking it's okay. But I'm always just afraid of that. Okay, this fighter here can go down here. We're going to move this guy forward. This guy goes down. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's okay. Because we can take... let's see here. A tank and 1 infantry. And go down here. And then go to Yunnan. Then we'll take these 3 guys over here. We'll take 3 artilleries. And 3 infantries. Go back over here. Drop them in Yunnan. We're going to take this stuff here. And go down here. I don't want to leave this by itself, but man, I don't think anything can hit it. And I might need my battleships. No, because I want my battleship to be able to bombard. Right? Yeah. Put my destroyer in there. I'm going to really kick myself in the ass if he's got something that can reach. I'm not seeing it anywhere. But in any case, Germany's going to fall, I think, in 2 turns anyway. If not this turn, in 11, then it's going to fall in 12. I just don't have enough stuff to keep it. I can't keep it. So... I'm not even sure what, but I am going to go over here in Alaska next turn. And hopefully this survives and it can push into Europe. Man, it's going to be a race. Okay. Oh, let me move this guy over here. All right. I think that's it. Oops. I think that's it. Let's move this stuff up here. All right, I think that's it. All right, for the mobilization, our destroyers going here. Our transports are going here. 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and then a tank and 2 infantry into Manchuria. I think that's it. Right? Yeah, I think so. All right. All right. That should be enough. This should be enough right now to take India next turn. Because even if he flies his fighters down there, I should be able to hit it with a ton of shit. 6 fighters, 3 bombers, a battleship, and enough infantry. If he goes in here and tries to take this out, it's going to weaken this enough where this stuff and this stuff should be able to kill it. So I should have India next turn, and I'm just going to push straight up. So that's going to do it for Japan round 11, and I will see you guys back for Germany round number 12. All right, Germany round number 12. So this is going to be a short turn for Germany, because I only have 1 territory. Let's see. United States in round 11 bought 6 artillery, 7 infantries, and a tank. Where did they put them? Oh shit, they put a damn industrial complex in France. I didn't even see that shit. When did they have that there? Oh, they bought it last turn. I don't know how I missed that. Shit. Alright, well that makes this much more devastating. Shit, I can't even hit that. And then Russia went ahead and attacked Archangel, which he pretty much decimated my forces here, but he did lose 34 infantry. So I have to calculate when I take India here if I need to use my bombers. If I don't need to use my bombers to take India, I'm going to bomb the shit out of Russia again. Russia's only making $21. And if I can hammer this down to minus 16 again, they can put very little stuff in here. Once I have India, I'm going to steamroll up north through here and try to get into Russia, right? I mean, that's pretty much my only attempt. I figure United Kingdom's going to clean up Archangel. But United Kingdom's not going to try the 1-2 because he just doesn't have enough stuff. I mean, he can go with what? 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 infantry. He could do 14 infantry and 3 artilleries and 4 fighters. Maybe he will do that. I mean, USA is going to mop it up then. USA probably has enough to take it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, all I did for Germany, because they also bombed the shit out of Germany. It was minus 20. Totally destroyed. I repaired it just enough to build 1 fighter. To get me a 9th fighter in there. And then really, I'm going to try to take... I probably shouldn't do this. I'm going to do 1... And I'm going to do 1. And then we're going to do 4 fighters in each one of these territories. This one really is just to kill this tank so he doesn't have an extra 3 when he attacks. I don't know if 22 guys is going to be enough. We'll have to see. God, it's getting thin in Germany. Alright, let's run this combat. Alright, we were able to take Italy back. Get us a little bit of income. I don't know if I have enough stuff to hold anything. Throw another air fighter into Germany. And that's going to do it. That is going to do it. So, I mean, Germany's still destroyed. I've always been under the opinion that Japan alone cannot win the war. But I might have to test that theory in this game. I've really just I just really mismanaged Germany. He did a good job getting stuff over here. It did take him 12 turns, but now he's pretty much rolling in France. I'll never get him out of France. For sure. And it's only a matter of maybe a couple turns before he has enough stuff to kill Germany. So I gotta hope that although I am gonna take Alaska this turn and threaten the west coast of America, at least for a turn, with Japan. So there's that. But anyway, that's going to be it for Germany round 12. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 12. All right, Japan round number 12. So England bought 4 artilleries and 4 infantry. Bought an industrial complex for Ukraine. Which I guess isn't a bad idea. And then... Oh, he tried to 1-2 Germany. I lost 1 infantry? Oh, but he did 1... Oh. He tried to kill the anti-aircraft guns. What did he do with the combat move? Oh, yeah. Alright, well, that was kind of dumb. Alright. Italy, he won it, but he failed to take the territory. And he took Archangel, which we figured he would take Archangel. Well, USA is going to just take this, so that'll be done. Alright, so we're going to take India. We're going to take Egypt and start taking Africa. And we're going to take Alaska. So we bought 3 tanks for Manchuria, 2 infantry, 2 artilleries, and 2 transports. Alright, so we don't need to use our bombers, so we can use them to bomb. Let's see what he got there. That's -4 and that's -8 still. Alright. We're going to go here with our 4 fighters. And then we're going to move into India. Let's see here. Alright, we're going to take these 2 dudes, go here, and take Egypt. Does he have a bomber? He's got 3 USA bombers over here. No United Kingdom bomber? Alright. Alrighty. And then we're going to take Alaska. Alright. What do we want to do up here? Nothing? Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Alright, combat was pretty legit. We had an immaculate round, which is pretty good. So we're going to send our battleship and our destroyer up there. We'll send these two destroyers up to 64. We'll send our 2 infantry up there. This guy will go back. Our tank will go forward. This guy will go forward. Our 4 fighters will go to Sinkang. And our 3 bombers will go to Sinkang as well. And then we'll send our aircraft carrier and our 2 fighters and our destroyer will go to 35. Right? All right. All right, our transports go into 62. 3 tanks into Manchuria, 2 infantry and 2 artillery into mainland Japan. All right. Germany's probably going to die, which will suck. But Japan is on the move, so if we can hold Germany out for like a couple more turns, that would be great. All right. Anyway, that's going to do it for Japan, round number 12. I'll see you guys back for Germany, round 13. All right, Germany, round 13. So I'm in a pretty bad way with Germany. I haven't done the math, but I think he's going to have odds to kill me. USA just bought 6 artilleries for France, 8 infantry for Western United States. What did I say? 6 artilleries for France, yeah. And then, what else? Oh, that's it. 6 and 8 infantry. And then Russia bought an artillery and an infantry, and then he repaired 5 points of damage from Russia. But, I mean, he's going to have a 1-2 on me very soon. If he doesn't already, he's going to have it. So, that's going to suck. But we're going to keep fighting. I'm going to be able to take most of Africa. And then over here, he set this up so he's got the 3 bombers here, which can still hit Germany. That's a great setup right there. But they can still hit Germany because he has these territories. Actually, all these territories. So I don't know if I can hold this. So I may just drop this over here or over here and just head for Russia. But he still has a formidable United Kingdom force there. So I don't know if that's even possible. I don't know if it's even possible. But we're going to play it out and see what happens. So I repaired 1 industrial complex point, and I bought 1 more infantry, and I bought another fighter for Germany. And then hopefully I'm either going to send these 2 Japanese fighters there. Man, I think he's going to have enough to 1-2 me, though. Well, we're going to find out. This game may come to a close. We are going to use 1 guy and our 9 fighters and try to take Italy back again. And that's going to be it. Alright. All the 9 fighters go back to Germany. We are not going to move anything. We're going to throw another fighter and an infantry into Germany. And that is going to conclude Germany's round. So I'm hoping that I can withstand until I can get these Japanese fighters in here. But he's already done. My push. I mean, I didn't take India until like round 12. Right? So that's way too late if you're going to take India. I just didn't... as much as I've had free reign of the Pacific and everything else, I just didn't get enough stuff up against Russia to prevent this. So anyway, that's going to be it for Germany. A really short German round 13. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 13. Alright, Japan round number 13. So United Kingdom bought 2 tanks, 4 artilleries, and 4 infantry. And ended up killing... took India back. And then he put 2 tanks in Ukraine. And then he mobilized 4 infantry and 4 artillery to the United Kingdom. So he's got to have odds now on the 1-2 in Germany. He's got to. So... actually, how many can I kill? If I can get 3 of them. 0.3 less. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do a bunch of stuff with Japan, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough. We're going to take our bombers and bomb Moscow again. We're going to take 2 infantry here with 2 planes. No, what the hell? 2 planes there. We're going to take Persia. And then this guy is going to go in here. And we're going to drop him in South Africa. We're going to take 2 infantry. And these 2 fighters. And take Persia. We're going to... oh, sorry. All I bought was 6 infantry, 4 artillery, and 2 more planes. Planes 1. Okay, I think I have to put the planes in India. Alright. Yeah, planes might have to go in India. Alright. I'm going to take 1 infantry and go here. And go there. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Alright. Combat was pretty good. We did not lose. We lost a guy, I think. So, for the non-com. These 2 fighters are going into Germany. These two fighters are going to 34. We'll move our battleship and our destroyer forward. These three transports will go over to 61. Our bombers will go to India. We'll send these two fighters to Kwangtung. I'm sorry, Yunnan. We're going to send 2 of these and 2 of these. And 2 of those. We're going to go right there. These guys are going to move up. Let's see here. This transport is going to go here and grab one of these. And drop him here. And then battleship and destroyers are going to go to 59. Two artillery, 2 infantry. Where are they going to go? Alright, one is going there and dropping them in Yunnan. And the other one is going to drop them in there. This guy is going to move back. And I think that's it. I think that is it. All right. Can actually put 2 fighters in Manchuria. So we have these 2 fighters that can replace. So they'll be okay. So we can put 2 fighters in Manchuria. And then we'll put 4 artillery and 4 infantry into mainland Japan. And we'll put 2 infantry into India. And actually, let's put 1 into India, and we'll put 1 into... Alright. Alright, I think that's it. It's still a long uphill climb, because I think we're going to lose Germany. Probably this turn. If not this turn, definitely next turn. And our problem is we really don't have enough to push forward into Moscow yet. So, but I don't think he's going to be putting many units, Russians at least, but he's got all this United Kingdom stuff. So anyway, that's going to be it for Japan round 13. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 14. All right, Japan round number 14. So Germany fell. Let's just look at 13, 9 infantry, 4 artillery, and a submarine. The submarine went over here. I'm not sure why the submarine went over there, to be totally honest. I don't know why he didn't just put it right there. I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe to go down here and try to kill my transport, I guess. I don't know. And then he pushed forward, took Szechuan. Pushed forward into Persia. And he took Alaska back. And then he took Germany. I didn't even kill that much. He lost a fighter, 24 infantry, 9 artillery. So he lost a decent amount, but I think the game is over. But we're going to do one thing here. We're going to YOLO Persia. I ran the numbers on it. It's 38% to win the battle and 16% to conquer it. But if I can conquer it, I might be able to stave this off, at least for a turn or two. So I just bought a bunch of land units to replenish all this stuff here. And then we are going to go here, 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 here. We are going to grab this guy, go here and drop him here. We're going to grab this guy. Oops. Yeah. And this guy. And drop him here. And we're going to bombard. And then let's see here. Let's attack this with 2 guys. All right. All righty. What's down here? All right. All right, let's do that. Let's run this and see what happens. Well, it doesn't say implausible. It just says poor. All right, let's run it. Oh, that one killed me. All right, so I actually did the math wrong on this because I missed a fighter when I calculated. It was actually 52% to win, but 21% to conquer. And obviously we did not conquer. We had, I mean, they said I was going to have bombers surviving, but obviously I killed bombers instead of fighters because I want the defense. So, I don't even think he has any bombers in range. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got fighters in range. 2 of them. Alright, so we can put our fighters back here. He's got nothing in range. Okay. And then we will grab these guys and go here. Drop those guys in India. We're going to back this guy off. We're going to take this guy down here. We're going to bring these guys down here. And our tank. Leave our fighter over there. We're going to take 4 of these, 4 of those, and go here, and drop them all right there. And then these, let's see, we'll send 1 over there. One over there and 1 over there. Yeah, 1 over there. Right? All right. Alrighty. Alright, we're going to put 1 tank in India, 1 tank in Manchuria. Let's see, 1 artillery, 2 infantry, or 1 infantry there. 1 infantry, 1 artillery there. And then we'll do 3. And 5? No, we can't do that. So let's not do that. Let's see here. Let's put 4 infantry here and 4 artilleries. And then we will put an infantry there and 2 artilleries in India. Right? And 1 artillery into Manchuria. All right. Well, that's another mistake. I shouldn't have left those 2 transports there because they're going to be dead. But that's alright. I got the 4 that I need here, and I got 2 over here that I can bring a couple guys over here. Oh, the sub's going to kill that too. Fuck me. I'm just making mistakes for days. Oh well. Game's pretty much over. I don't think I'm gonna go too much longer. If I can kill this, then I will. If I can stave this off, then I'll stay in the game. But it's probably only going to be maybe 1 or 2 more turns before I give him the victory. Because if you look at the board, I mean, he's got like a 200 attack power lead. So. Anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round number 14, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 15. Alright, welcome back. This is going to be the end of the game. So, I went ahead and forfeited. One of the things about this, and I forfeited because it's just not fair to drag the game on for this guy. I mean, he's going to get India. right? He's going to get India, and then, you know, maybe I could stack the shit out of Japan and fly a bunch of planes if I had any, but I don't even think I have any, over to the Philippines and just kind of hold out for a couple turns, but that's stupid. So I'm not going to do that. One of the things that obviously, as soon as Germany's out of the game, well, then it goes America, Russia, United Kingdom, and then Japan. So all of his powers got to move before I moved. So you can coordinate and just take a territory and then stack it. And so there's no way to overcome that. And his attack power lead was tremendous. And it was just a matter of time before the rest of the cities fell. Like, probably could have lost in a total war scenario, probably within like 2, maybe 3 turns. But anyway, I just didn't put enough pressure on Moscow to make it so that I could squeeze him out before he was able to take Germany. No, I never took Africa. Waited way too long to take Africa. I took Australia, New Zealand, but it was late in the game. Took Hawaii, but it didn't really have any impact on the game, really. And he just pretty much just did whatever he wanted. And once he got the IC up and running in France, there was really nothing else I could do. And so it was well played by him. So anyway, that is going to be the end of the game and the end of this video. And I will see you guys back in another video.